Everyone has the right to be super confident. Now, how many of you feel so confident you can go up in front of 1 million people and stand there naked? I'm just kidding.
If you want to feel good, look good, and be the best version of yourself, then spend the next 15 minutes with me exploring these 5 anchors. My name is Jay-Z of Jay-Z Fitness. Jay-Z is short for Jennifer Zerling. I'm a fitness and age management expert, and I have all the credentials to back it up. You're about to get a preview into the 5 most important lifestyle anchors that you want to incorporate into your life today. I call them the Jay-Z Fitness High 5. I promise it'll be worth your time. So you might be asking yourself, well, what are the Jay-Z Fitness High 5? Fitness, nutrition, hydration, sleep, and me management. If you do all 5, you get a high 5. And there's nothing more awesome than a Jay-Z Fitness High 5. So let's jump in.
That's the type of self-love we want, that we're willing to do everything and anything at any level to get what we want in life. And that's the goal of today.
When you focus on victory, you're guaranteed to succeed. When it comes to focusing on your lifestyle, you have to realize that you can only maximize your potential when you optimize your health. Poor health yields poor success, and there is no reason why you can't succeed. It's not rocket science. So if you fail to take care of yourself now, you're gonna get sick, and life's gonna get very complicated. And it doesn't need to be that way, but you have to want it, and you have to want it badly. Because if you don't, you will come up with every excuse in the book not to do it. So I've made it simple for you. I've taken out all the confusion and I've created the Jay-Z Fitness High 5. Now these 5 anchors are the best starting point to help you. So dive in today and optimize your nutrition, fitness, hydration, sleep, and what I call me management. There are various elements to making this all happen. Now, coaching will always get you there. So take a peek at some of the key aspects to maximizing your potential by optimizing your health.
Poor nutrition, inflammation. Now, when people say it's anti-inflammatory, you see this a lot on the marketing, especially for the foods that we purchase in the store. That's not necessarily true. You have to test positive for a lot of different factors associated with inflammation.
Be careful, because when you do a Google search on the word diet, over 2 billion options appear. Now this is pretty scary. Optimal nutrition is a very individualized thing. Your best friend, to your mother, to your coworker, to the trainer with 6-pack abs on social media, all need something different. And while the difference may not be so vast, you must realize that the advice on the streets usually isn't going to be the right advice for you.
Carbs, veggies, fruits, whole grains. Okay, these are the sources of carbohydrates. Veggies, fruits, whole grains. Okay, we'll talk about what not to have. Fats, nuts, seeds, avocado, fish, animal protein, some oils. Some oils is huge, okay? Some oils are actually high in omega-6s, which is actually pro-inflammatory. So if you stick to, let's say, avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil, you could do coconut oil. Those are probably my top 3. Fish and animal protein actually falls into the realm of healthy fats as well. Okay? And then proteins, we have animal protein and plant protein. I'm not a big fan of soy, okay? But you can get protein from plants. It doesn't necessarily act the same as animal protein. If I have any vegans or vegetarians in here, we could certainly talk, but we don't want to overpopulate our body with soy because it could be inflammatory and it could affect hormones. What about dairy? You love dairy, huh? Yeah. If you look at all the studies on dairy, it's actually ran by the dairy companies, right? So dairy is one of those speculatory questions. A lot of dairy causes inflammation, we think. If anyone has thyroid issues, which most people above the age of 35 do, and it's underdiagnosed because we have what's called subclinical thyroid levels, and then we have people who are, clearly low on thyroid or high on thyroid. But we pull them all off of dairy because it impacts their medications and it's just not good for them.
So as you can see, there's a lot to learn because in all actuality, each individual has their own tolerances.
Bottom line, eat more veggies. I think that's the biggest thing. I borrowed your cat, Iris. That's a big salad. There's a smoothie, a green smoothie. You could do crudités. You could do soups. You could do eggs. These are just some ideas of how to get more plants into your day.
You shouldn't wait until you get sick before you eat better. Food is medicine. What you eat today will either heal you or kill you.
The more you eat with small, frequent meals, the higher your metabolism. Where did that come from? Do you guys know you burn probably like 10 calories to maybe 40 calories by eating? But if I'm eating 600 calories, that ain't a lot of calories to burn. So to say you increase your metabolism just by eating small, frequent meals, that's a farce. It doesn't exist.
I never understood why people push small, frequent meals. Now, from the standpoint of riding your metabolic wave to where you fuel your metabolism and avoid nighttime eating, yes, I agree. But to say you burn more calories by eating more, it's absolutely not true.
You should never be fully full. Satiated is the word you want to aim for, where you feel like you could walk around without rolling around. You know what I mean? My only recommendation to you is to make sure you're getting enough nutrients in if you're only eating for 6 hours.
Oh yeah.
Because if you're not getting your servings of veggies in, for example, you're not cutting back on that oxidative stress in the body. Plants are the only thing that's going to cut back on stress or oxidative stress. Overtraining or little to no movement. This is huge. There's such thing as overtraining. If you're coming to an OTF class once a day, I guarantee that's not you. I'm talking about the people that do 2 OTF classes followed by, another high intensity class, then they go hiking, then they do a spin class. I mean, there are people who literally do 3 to 4 hours of physical activity a day at a very high intensity at the age of 40 and up. That can cause inflammation in the joints. To that point, not moving enough can cause inflammation.
There are many variables that help determine the right fitness plan for folks, and a trained professional will take into account the person's age, their athletic background, any injuries the person has, muscle imbalances, the need for balance, strength, proprioceptive training. Hey, you like that word, huh? Goals, daily activities, what someone has access to, and what that individual is even willing to do. There's a lot that goes into individual planning, and that's a hard plan to figure out alone.
Fitness. The one that you show up to is a great fitness program. I can't tell you how many people don't do anything. And if you guys make a goal for yourselves every single week, it's a non-negotiable that I'm gonna come to OTF 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Maybe this week has more, maybe this week has less, but this is a non-negotiable and I'm gonna be realistic with myself based on my week.
Everyone waits until Monday or next month or next year to make a change, and you can't wait because if you do wait that long, you're gonna get sick. And now we have a bigger problem we're dealing with. Drink half your body weight in ounces of water a day, minimum. The more active you are in a day, as in you move a lot and exercise, the more water you need to drink. Now, most people who tend to run to the bathroom multiple times a day, they're simply not moving enough. And not a lot of movement causes frequent bathroom visits because water ends up needing to go somewhere, so it gets excreted due to inactivity. Now, when you move a lot, your body actually utilizes the water on a cellular level, which is what you want. Keep in mind, water hydrates all the cells, the joints, the muscles, so without it, it's impossible to lose weight. It's impossible to boost your metabolism, and it's impossible to age well. So drink your water and drink it every single day.
Minimum of 8 hours a night is what we should sleep. Do you know what my daughter sleeps is 15 hours a day? What does Cole sleep? Right. Why do we think we could like function on 6 hours of sleep? I'm not saying you.
Oh, okay.
We are family, right? Why? Who sleeps for 6 hours a day? Matt Cat, very nice. You must be fun to hang out with. What causes inflammation? Stress. How many of you are stressed? Congratulations, you're inflamed. Emotional, physical, and mental stress. If you don't want to have inflammation, you better get a control over yourself, okay? You have to. This is the year to make it happen. If you guys can shift one thing in your life, it makes all the world a difference. But stop stressing. There's nothing and no one worth stressing about.
Many people live through the judgment of their thoughts and spend much less time down here in their hearts. Now, by shifting your life experiences to come from here, you will learn to enjoy so much more, and you'll get so much more out of life. And once you do, you will far less likely need to go to food or alcohol or any of those external self-destructive items to help fulfill you.
If you could master this circle, you're gonna feel so much at balance, okay? Personal, professional, spiritual. If you are spiritually disconnected, you're gonna feel fear, okay? You're gonna feel doubt. But when you say to yourself, you know what? I know in my heart that I'm going to succeed. When we focus on victory, success is a guarantee. If you could visualize that and know that it's gonna happen, it will happen. Now, how do we get rid of stress? That is a very loaded conversation. You need to ask yourself what's out of balance. That's the starting point. If I'm not happy with my profession, I need to address that. But I need to give myself a time frame to address that. And you know, SMART goals are my favorite.
You want to master this circle, and that is what a personal coach can help you do. It's very challenging to take this journey on your own. I get it.
If we just stress about stuff, nothing gets done. Okay? How many of you just stressed about something and then it worked out and you're like, well, thank God it worked out. I've been stressing about it for the last 3 months. Yeah. I guarantee you the stress is not why you succeeded. Okay? I guarantee you. And how much easier would it have been if you didn't stress, right? You would have had less silver hair. I call it silver to my hair girl because I don't like gray. It sounds old, right? The more simple we make all of this stuff, the more we're able to address it step by step. Rome wasn't built in a day is the expression. And it's the same thing with our bodies. We have to get out of here, I think, and focus more on feeling, living here, okay? Because if something doesn't feel here or here in your gut, then chances are it's not working for you.
And you really don't need to be in that predicament any longer. Your life needs to work for you. You need to feel the confidence, charisma, and absolute belief that you can master your well-being. It is within your control, and that is why I've developed the Jay-Z Fitness Lifestyle course. It dives into all 5 anchors of the Jay-Z Fitness High 5, and I've simplified everything, provided you with what you need to know so that you can once and for all be at your goal, stop the cycle of having to diet and lose weight, and finally and forever maximize your potential because you optimized your health. You deserve that. Remember, all you need to know for now are the Jay-Z Fitness High 5, and that is optimize your fitness, nutrition, be hydrated, sleep, and that me management. You do all 5, you get a high 5, and there's nothing more awesome than a Jay-Z Fitness High 5, yeah. So go make it happen, believe in yourself, and have faith that success is in your near future.